Feeding your demons is a method that I developed actually while teaching the traditional chöd practice, when I realized that for myself and also for others, we were relating to the demons more as Buddhist concepts than as things that were really alive for us in our lives, issues in our lives. It's a 5-step process in which you give form to, personify, ask questions to, and then feed a demon that is a personal demon, like a fear. It could be the fear of the dark, a fear of dying. It could be depression. It could also be a physical illness. And so with this method, you personify and then dialogue with, and essentially then dissolve your body and feed this demon. And so it's a way to make personal something that could be conceptual. And so the next question that you asked is, what is a Mara, or what is a demon? There's different ways to classify demons, and Tibetans had a lot to say about demons. But Machik had 4 demons: the outer demon, the inner demon, the demon of elation, and the demon of ego clinging or arrogance. So outer demons are anything that you perceive with your senses, that you react to. So historically or sort of traditionally, they would say it's like a bear or a mountain lion, something outside that you have a reaction to of fear. But these days it could be more like maybe a person that you're afraid of, or a situation. Let's say you have a social anxiety, and you have to do a speech, public speech. That's the outer demon. And then inner demons are demons that arise within the mind. They're not connected to a specific outer stimulation. So let's say you have depression, it's not connected to like a death or something like that. It's within you, it's in your own mind. And so one of the ways those two are distinguished is demons that, external demons are called demons that block, and the inner are demons that run on and on. And so the demons that block mean that when you see that mountain lion, you freeze. You block, you grasp, you cling. And so your experience stops. You know, like let's say you're in an airplane, there's turbulence. All of a sudden your experience stops and you're in fear. So that's a demon that blocks. The inner demon, the demon that runs on and on, is our minds and how they just don't stop. They just keep going, run on and on. So that's 2, demons that block, demons that run on and on, or outer and inner demons. And then demons of elation. Another way to say that would be demons of sort of aggrandizement. And so these are demons that can either be spiritually aggrandizing or materially. So things like fame for a teacher, it's potential demon, this kind of demon. Or you have a special dream, and then you think you're special. So that's it's a more subtle form of the demon and more inner, that generally is associated with our spiritual development, and then clinging to that and sort of enhancing the ego through that. And then the 4th demon is interesting because you'd think it would be the first demon because it's at the base, and it's the demon of ego fixation or ego clinging. Or in Tibetan, it means arrogance. So it's that very fundamental fixation that all the other demons develop from. And so what I realized after thinking about these demons for a while is that the reason this is 4th, not first, is that it takes that long to get at the root. And that first we can see the outer demon, like Also, if you're sort of, I guess you could say, immature psychologically, you think the other person is the problem, the outside, right? And then you get maybe a little more insight and you realize, oh no, it's in me. And then you keep going deeper and finally you get to this root. And so those are machiks for demons.